Welcome to this week's edition of Hawk Talk. I'm Seth Morkerke.
I'm Susanna Moberg.
And we have a guest who's kind of come from a little ways away, so we're going to let her introduce herself, where you're from, and what you do here at DSU.
I'm Dakota Dosh, and I'm from Cupbank, Montana, and I'm studying physical education.
And so you're on the basketball team.
Yeah.
What's the journey been like to come to DSU? I know you went to a junior college before you
did.
came here, so tell us a little bit about that.
So I went to Miles City for 2 years and had 2 successful years, and then Ashley Larson actually got me to DSU. So.
Well, thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. It is Coach Nelson's first year as the women's basketball coach. We know that we had him on the show, interviewed him a little earlier in the season. But can you tell us kind of what you and the other girls on the team are doing to adjust to being a team with a new coach, and what's it like, the dynamic between the girls?
It was kind of hard at first just because, I mean, it's his first year and our first year all together. So it was kind of rough at first, and we're still trying to get through the process to conference play. But so far, I think every game we've just kind of gotten better and kind of trusting each other more and more. So.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Ashley was kind of the reason you came here. I know Coach had talked about that as well, but she's kind of been the leader on the team. I know in the offseason and even last year she was kind of the person who really emerged for the team. So what's her leadership and I guess just her play kind of done for you, and how's that influenced you?
Just the way she plays, really like lead by example, has been a huge part for me. And then on the floor, just always reassuring us that it's okay. Like when you mess up, I mean, just picking us up and doing a good job being a captain.
You girls have traveled, well, and the guys too, have traveled a lot this season. Montana, South Dakota, all across North Dakota. So what has that travel done for the team? And kind of how do you bond when you're gone for a long time together?
Well, on the bus, I mean, we usually sleep, but there are times where we play games and stuff.
Fair.
And then just bonding over how much we hate traveling, I guess. I mean, in the hotel and playing on the road, I mean, we just take it together. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're bringing back, we've been off for a couple of weeks, so we're bringing back Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And you've chosen which category again? Are you gonna?
Christmas.
Christmas. Okay, so it's
Right.
almost Christmas time. It is Christmas time. All right. So the rules are we'll ask. How does it work? 10. You get a minute.
Is it a minute? A minute. You get a minute.
Off screen. Okay. You
We
get a minute.
ask our off-screen assistants.
You get a minute to answer these questions. There's 10 of them, and
10?
there's 10 of
Oh
them.
my
You'll
goodness.
You got it.
You're gonna.
It's Christmas.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Christmas.
Do
All right.
you tell me if I get them right?
I will tell you the
Okay.
answer. Yes.
Okay.
Time starts right after I say the first question. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
So number 1, in A Christmas Carol, what is Scrooge's first name? Is it Seth, Charles, Coulter, or Ebenezer?
Ebenezer?
Ebenezer's correct. Name all of Santa's 8 reindeer.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
Rudolph,
Okay.
Dasher,
Yep.
Prancer.
Yep.
Is it Dixon?
Yep. Vixen. But
Vixen?
we'll say, yeah, we'll give that to you.
You know.
On Dasher, on Dancer, on
Yep. Dancer. Yep. Say Dancer before. Prancer. Yep. There's like something like the
Like
stars.
in the sky.
Comet.
Yep.
And then Valentine's Day. Like,
Cupid.
Cupid. Wow.
Nailed
Yes,
it.
you got all 8 of them. There we go. All right. What is the best-selling Christmas song of all time? Is it White Christmas by Bing Crosby, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee, or Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley?
Mariah Carey.
I thought so too, but it's wrong. That is incorrect. It's White Christmas by Bing Crosby. What is the highest-grossing Christmas movie of all time? The Santa Claus, Home Alone, Daddy's Home 2, or Jingle All the Way?
Home Alone.
Correct. What are you supposed to leave out for Santa on Christmas Eve?
Cookies and milk.
Correct. Who stole Christmas from the Who's and Whoville?
Grinch.
Correct. In 1964 film, The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what did Hermie the elf want to be? A magician, Santa, a movie star, or dentist?
Santa? No.
Incorrect. It was a dentist. Another name for
Stuff
Santa
I don't want
Claus. Do you know another?
Jolly old St. Nicholas.
Sure, yeah. We'll say
I like it.
How many horses pulled a sleigh in the song Jingle Bells? Oh, yeah. Dashing through the snow in a...
One,
yeah.
One.
What is the name of the train that brings the
I
kids
also
to the
was
North
confused.
Pole?
Polar Express.
Correct. Wow, you got
Ding, ding,
10.
ding, ding, ding.
That was a minute, I think, too.
Perfect.
Just
Right on
under-
time.
Just under a minute, yeah. Close. That one question about the reindeer, we had
Yeah.
to kind of extend it, but that's
Okay, that's okay.
totally okay.
It's okay. If you had, we're interviewing you because you play basketball, obviously, but if you had the opportunity to play any other college sport, maybe not even one that's offered here, maybe one that's offered somewhere else, what sport would you play and why?
I'd probably play football. I like contact sports, so
Wow. You would play it at DSU? We're kind of
maybe.
see if you can count.
Who was it we
Maybe.
interviewed who wanted to do the horse jumping?
Lacey Wade last
Lacey,
year.
and she
On the
wanted
women's
to
side,
do
yeah, she
some.
wanted to do- You like
yeah.
I don't know. She tried to describe it to us,
Yeah.
and we were like, what?
We didn't really know what we were doing.
But
I don't know what that is either, but
if we bring it, maybe Lacey will come
Yeah,
back and be
maybe.
a coach. Maybe
Yeah.
she could recruit you
Yeah.
to play.
I did
Well, coming back to basketball a little bit, this next weekend you're finally getting to play a conference game against Valley City. It's kind of, you play the first conference game and then you play a couple more non-conference, and
Yeah.
then basically next semester is all conference again. But what's it going to be like to kind of finally be back in Scott Gym in front of the home crowd, but also get to play the first conference game this weekend?
It's going to be really nice because on the road we have a lot of troubles getting energy, and like right out of the start we are not very good. But at home, like against Rocky, I mean, we have our home crowd and we have our own hoops, so our shots fall a little more, so I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Kind of a fun question. If you think about everyone on the team, who is the best singer on the girls' basketball team?
Me.
Okay, what's your song of choice?
And will you sing it for us?
And will you do some karaoke for us right now?
No.
I'm just kidding.
It's Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, can we actually do karaoke right now and have you sing it? That could be fun.
I actually, it's a joke on the team. I have to have good, and I say it wrong, I say acoustics. And they make fun of me, but I have to have the right acoustics,
Okay.
which is in our locker
The
room,
locker
bathroom.
Yeah, that kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys should sing together sometime.
Probably not, but thank you for suggesting.
Holy cow. All right. Well, anyways.
Only if we're in the girls'
The girls' locker room, bathroom.
Apparently.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it is Christmas time, as we know. It's December. I thought it was Christmas about 2 months ago. But I do have a question for you. This is really controversial. We've asked it on the show before. When is the most appropriate time to start listening to Christmas music? Is it pre-Thanksgiving,
Okay,
pre-November?
So you can listen to it after Thanksgiving, like right after Thanksgiving. Like setting up my family sets up the tree like right after Thanksgiving, and you have to have Christmas music when you're setting up.
So, like,
The
what if
tree.
someone was to play it in, like, October? Is that inappropriate, or is that okay?
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but
Okay. There's your
Okay, what
answer.
A lot
about
of
like
people.
July?
a no. That's
Oh.
like Born in the USA kind of sounds, you know?
Okay, we'll stick with the season.
Okay,
That's
all
right.
right,
Yeah.
that's fair.
That's fair
I like
enough,
it.
yeah. We'll
I
say,
like it.
okay, so October.
Yeah.
Is your
So
October.
October is
So I'm
appropriate.
okay.
Yeah, October is okay.
I'll work on it. For me, it's every month of every
Year.
month of every year. Anyways, okay, back to the
to the show.
interview. We kind of have a staple question that we ask everyone who comes on the show, and so we'll ask you as well. But in your time from Miles City to Dickinson, and now you're here in Dickinson playing basketball for us, what does DSU mean to you?
I guess it means like family. Like everyone is so tight knit. It's almost like a JUCO but bigger,
Yeah.
and I really, really appreciate it. Like my professors and everyone, like all the sports. So, yeah.
We're excited we have you.
Absolutely.
Thank
Glad that-
you.
We have a little gift for you, actually. Let me just find it under the table here. It's a I Flew on Hawk Talk t-shirt. You've now flown. You've officially been part of the flock or something. I don't know. Sponsored by
You've flown on
Immovable-
Hawk Talk.
You've flown on Hawk Talk.
Congratulations.
Sponsored by Immovable Ministries.
Thanks.
Yeah, take that and probably just like wear it
Yeah.
before the game tonight.
I
don't know,
will.
do
I'll wear
something-
it.
Or this weekend. I mean.
Yep.
Very good.
Very good.
Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm sure we'll hear more from you. The rest of the season, obviously, and the rest of your career at DSU.
We're a little rusty.
It's been a while since we've been on. Seth forgot how to do the intro to the show.
Thanks for coming on, Dakota. We're very excited,
Yep.
and like Susanna said, we'll be watching the rest of the season and especially into conference play.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll be back right after this with another interview.
Hey guys, it's Tyler with Immovable Ministries here, and I'm so excited to be able to be the sponsor for this year's Hawk Talk. If you'd like to find out more about Immovable Ministries, you can visit our website at immovableministries.com.
welcome back to this week's episode of Hawk Talk. We have another very special guest on the show today, so we will let you introduce yourself, tell us
Right.
where you're from, and what you do here at DSU.
All right. My name is Rachel Solberg. I grew up in Belfield, which is just 20 miles from here, so I've always been around here. And I am a theater major here at DSU.
So Belfield, obviously, like you said, you're pretty close to home.
Yep.
What drew you to DSU?
I've heard a lot of really good things about it, and I had some family who's went here, and family's really important to me, and I just kind of wanted to stick around there. And yeah, it just seemed like a good place to go.
Yeah. And since your freshman year, you've been in like a lot of plays. right?
Yep,
Almost
a
every
lot.
play.
Like, a lot.
of
Yep.
them. I think you've been in every play that we've had over the past 4 years. So
Pretty much,
what's
yeah.
been your favorite one to be a part of?
My favorite, that's really hard to pick. There's so many. But if I absolutely had to pick one, it would have been She Kills Monsters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it was
recently.
just.
How
Oh,
come?
the story was really good. It's about two sisters and how they grow closer together after a tragedy. And it also incorporates Dungeons and Dragons and stage combat, and it was just a lot of fun to do.
Yeah,
And you
it's
guys
okay.
always do such a great job with your
Thank
plays.
you.
Like, it doesn't matter what it is. The sets are always amazing. I don't know. You guys always do a great
DSU
job.
Theater.
DSU Theater. What a place, I tell you what. But outside of the theater, is there anything at DSU that you particularly like any activities you like to go to outside of theater or opportunities you've had outside of it?
I'm also involved in music a lot too. So I've gotten to do a lot with the jazz band. We've traveled to Wyoming. We played at the North Dakota Music Educators Conference in Bismarck last year. So that's been a lot of fun to travel around with that too.
Yeah, and I know that the future holds quite a few things for you, and you
Yep.
have a lot of goals and dreams that you
I sure do.
Are going after. So if you want to share some of those with us, that would be very cool.
Okay, yeah.
As much as you want.
I've got a few auditions coming up in January. There's this big conference we go to called ACTF, and about 20 companies come in and they watch you audition. And so I'll have that to do at the end of January. And there's another thing I want to audition for too, but we'll keep that under wraps for a little bit. And
That's
then after a little while, I want to get to Minneapolis. It has a really good theater scene there, a lot of opportunities. So, yeah.
Lots of things on the horizon.
That's
Yep.
so exciting. I know we mentioned we were a little nervous before this started, and we talked about you're on the stage all the time. What are some things you do before a big audition or before a show to kind of calm those nerves and prepare yourself?
I say a prayer and hope for the best. And I like to listen to a song that calms me down, and typically that's Queen, something by Queen, anything to kind of just calm me down. And Jarvis has really been a good reassurer for that. My first professional audition last year, I woke up and I was like, I can't do this, Jarvis, I'm not doing this. And he's like, you are, get dressed, let's go. And I'm like, okay,
Oh, all right.
yeah, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's good to have those
Yeah.
people in your life.
We all just kind of sit and talk before to not think about the show, and then we're like, oh wow, it's time to go, let's do this. So
Absolutely.
Really cool.
Well, we're gonna play a game.
Okay.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Okay.
Do you have the?
Yeah, they're
I'll
down
grab
there.
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Am I asking the questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've chosen the random category,
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
And I don't even know what these questions. It's gonna be random, obviously.
Random for all of us.
all right.
So same rules apply. You have a minute or so to answer 10
Minute-ish.
questions,
All right.
and time will start after I ask the first question, and I'll let you know if it's correct or not. You
All
ready?
right. Yes.
What causes the tides? Is it the sun, the moon, the wind, or the seasons?
The moon.
Correct. What does PEMDAS stand for?
Oh goodness. Parentheses. What's the E?
Yep.
Yeah,
I can see it.
I can too. Exponents.
Exponents, yep.
Multiplication, division, add, subtract.
Yep, exactly. Who came up with the equation E equals MC squared? Was it Pythagoras, Albert Einstein, Neil deGrasse Tyson, or Mike Tyson?
Einstein.
Einstein. What is the plural of moose? Is it meese, mice, mouse, or moose?
Moose.
Moose. Which U.S. president is on the dime? Is it Lincoln, Kennedy, Washington, or Franklin D. Roosevelt?
I couldn't tell you that. Let's go with the first one.
Incorrect. It was Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Right.
Who invented the light bulb in 1879? Was it Seth Morkerke, Nikolai Tesla, Coulter Hickok, or Thomas Edison?
Thomas Edison.
Correct. Who started the American Red Cross? Clara Barton, Susanna Moberg, Susan B. Anthony, or Ellen Hanser?
Clara Barton.
Correct. How many letters are in the alphabet?
26.
Correct. What year did North Dakota become a state? 1887, 1889, 1987, or 1989?
Can you read those again?
1887, 1889, 1987, or 1989?
1889.
1889 is correct. At what point does water freeze?
32 degrees.
Correct. Wow. And that was
Whew,
9
Nailed
correct.
it. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Impressive.
I probably should know more about North Dakota history, like, you know, when we became a state.
Right, but you know, it's
But,
okay.
like, whatever.
That was like 4th grade that I had that class.
Yeah, I know. Like, that was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an English major.
Yeah.
So, like,
History's not our strong suit.
yeah, history's not my strongest thing. So next weekend, there's a pretty big
Oh,
show
yes.
coming up at DSU,
Yep.
A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. And I'll tell you what, the little Broadway geek in me is so excited
Yay.
for DSU to have the show. But can you tell us just a little bit about the show,
Yeah.
what the audience can expect?
So A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder is not as murdery and scary as you would think. It's actually a comedy, and it's a musical. Monty Navarro, our leading man, the British came out a little bit there. It's set in London, and he learns he is like 8th or 9th in line to become the heir of Highhurst, the Earl of Highhurst there. And so he sets out to find a way to become Earl now. And there's some comical deaths, and of course a love triangle because you have to. And
Yep.
I'm his leading lady.
we go.
So yeah, fun songs, couple dance numbers. They're hilarious, by the way.
Wow.
Love, murder, how can you go wrong?
Exactly.
It's very theater.
Exactly. I saw this was like the 2014.
Tony Award winner
Award,
for
yeah.
Best Musical.
Yeah, that's great. Do you ever feel nervous performing something like of this caliber or any other
Absolutely,
play?
yes.
What do you do with that?
You just really have to remember that you were picked for the role for a reason, and to just have fun with it. It's a very different character I've played. She's very confident and like, look at me, and like very set in her ways, and that's not me at all. And so it's just been a lot of fun to go out there and be somebody else, and you kind of just have to get in that mindset, like, I'm not me for these 2 hours. I am this person, and it gets you through.
And this kind of show is very, very different from the kind of shows that are put on at the Backstage Theater. And
Oh yeah.
do you prefer one over the other, or do you like aspects of both? or-
They're both a lot of fun. To be on the big stage, you just feel like so grand, but I do like the feeling of the backstage because it's close and you can play off the audience a lot more. You feel them reacting with you, and so that kind of brings out more emotion. I know during She Kills Monsters, there's a couple really sad scenes, and you could feel the audience upset, so then I would be really sad too, so it really helped with that.
Yeah, I never even thought about that.
Yep.
Well, I know the theater department is one of the most important departments at DSU, and I think sometimes it gets overlooked, I would say, a lot of times. But how important is a theater department to a university, but especially to DSU in your eyes?
It really offers a place for growth and connection, and for me, it's a way to overcome anxieties. I've grown so much as a person doing it. I came in to my freshman year and I didn't talk to anybody. I was like, I just want to get through, I just want to get my degree. But it's just such a good way to express yourself. It's very entertaining. If you do it just because it's fun, that's fine too, you know, but it's just such a way to work as a group together and learn things about yourself that you never knew before. And yeah, it's just really good for growth and fun. And
Powerful.
Okay. Well, we have one final question for you today's interview. Our staple, kind of become the staple question that we ask on Hawk Talk. But for you, kind of a hometown girl, you're close to home, still involved in the community. Can you tell us a little bit about what DSU means to you?
I'm going to say the same thing that Dakota did. It's really family. Not only being close to mine, but I've earned another family through DSU. I'm going to get sad again.
That's all right.
But I just never expected to get so close to a group of people like I have here, and I don't feel like you have the opportunity to get that close in a bigger school. And I've earned lifelong friends. I've gotten to know my professors. It's just another family, and it's great.
Well, hey, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder at Dickinson State University, December 12th through 15th.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Go check it out. You'll see Rachel Solberg, our leading lady. And we will be right back after this.
Well,
we have a thing first.
Oh.
Do the thing first. Don't forget.
See, it's been a while.
You flew on Hawk Talk officially,
Woo!
so you get a shirt.
Thank you.
You're
Maybe you
welcome.
could wear it as part of your costume
Yes.
in the show.
Hi, Ken. I'm
That
changing
probably
it.
fits right in,
Oh,
and your
yes.
director would love that, I'm sure.
I agree. Please do.
Well, now we will be right back after this with another interview. Welcome back to our third and final interview of today's Hawk Talk episode. We have a very special guest today, and we'll let you introduce yourself, where you're from, and what you do here at DSU.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm on the cheer team. I'm from Fresno, California, and I'm a psych major.
So, Fresno, California is a little ways away
ways
from
away.
North Dakota.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your journey and how you ended up here at DSU?
I actually ended up coming to DSU because my fiance is on the wrestling team. He got a scholarship, so I came out here to finish my psych degree with him.
Yeah, awesome. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah,
I think I knew that, but maybe I didn't. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
But
So
you,
that's
I mean, you're participating in the cheer team, and for the past 2 years, it's kind of, I mean, it's really grown over the past 2 years, especially last year, kind of making a leap and a jump onto the scene, and then this year, it's really kind of developed. So what's it been like to be a part of such a fast-growing group?
I mean, it's pretty awesome to just like double ourselves over like 1 year, and we're recruiting a lot more people who are more competitive in it. So next year we're actually going to start competing, so we're really excited with that, seeing new talent coming up, and it's cool to have a feeder program like DHS here.
Right.
And you just mentioned it. Next year, you will be eligible for cheer competitions. What are some things you're doing now as a team to get ready, and what are some things that your coaches are doing to prepare you for that?
Right now we're working a lot more on our jumps and tumbling skills, just because we need that to get some points on the mat next year. I mean, we don't really do that on sideline, like there's no point in like practicing that stuff. It'd be kind of random if we were doing that. So right now that's like our main focus, and we're trying to grow those skills.
Cool. Have you always been a participant of cheer, or how long have you been doing it?
I did it through high school, so 4 years, and then I took a small break at my JC. I was just coaching for 3 years, so I thought I was done.
Yeah. Now you're
Jokes,
back.
you're back, and we're glad you are.
Yeah.
All right, well, it is your turn to shine in our Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader question.
My
So
You might have got the hardest category. I don't know.
Yeah, by default, you got the geography category, the one that was left.
Wonderful.
Are you asking
You
or
can
not?
ask the
Okay.
questions. I'll keep track of
So
it.
the same rules apply for you. You have 1 minute to answer 10 Are You Smarter questions. Your time will start as soon as I'm done reading the first question. You ready?
I suppose.
All right. How many continents are there? 5, 6, 7, or 8?
6.
Incorrect. 7.
Okay.
In which country can you find the pyramids of Giza? Turkey, Pakistan, Jerusalem, or Egypt?
Egypt,
Name the 3 countries that make up North America.
Canada, Mexico, and the U.S.
Yes. To travel from New York to London, what ocean do you cross? Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, or Antarctic?
Atlantic,
Yes. What is the longest river in the world? The Mississippi, the Amazon, the Yellowstone, or the Missouri?
the Amazon,
Correct. What is a chain of islands called? Archipelago, a chain, or lots of islands?
the first one.
Yes, I hope I said it right. Size-wise, what is the biggest country? China, India, Australia, or Russia?
Like population or
Just like land mass size.
China,
Incorrect. It's
Russia?
Russia.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it to you. What river separates the U.S. and Mexico? The Rio Grande, the Ariana Grande, the notorious B.I.G., or the large river?
the Rio Grande,
Yes. Which country is both an island and a continent? North America, South America, Australia, or Europe?
Wait, what was the question?
Which country is both an island and a continent? North America, South America, Australia, or Europe?
Australia,
Correct. And in which mountain range can you find Mount Everest? the Beartooth Mountains, the Hallelujah Mountains, the Little Belts, or the Himalayas?
The Himalayas.
Correct.
That was 9. Wow. We really went on a run there.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. What an
Gosh, brings me
interesting-
back to like 5th grade when we learned that stuff.
I don't even know what that word is, but yeah.
Well, hey,
A
good for you.
small island
You
of
scored better than I would have on the geography
great job.
portion of this.
Well, coming back to a little bit more about cheer in the interview a little bit. There's a lot of personalities on the cheer team. I mean, if you watch, you can see that, and I think you guys do a really great job of blending together. But who has the most outgoing personality that maybe if we saw them, we wouldn't expect that?
You wouldn't expect it.
Yeah.
Probably Lily. Yeah.
Why do you say
She
that?
seems really quiet, but you know, she's one of those people you get to know her. She won't stop talking.
There you go. Yeah.
I like it. Well, there are lots of stereotypes that kind of surround cheerleading, and some are really positive and some are kind of more negative. How do you and your team feel about those or combat those stereotypes that you face?
I honestly feel like they're kind of phasing out, but like I've been in it for a while, so I might just be like blocking it out. But I think it's just like we have a really great group of people who like don't really spend time on negativity. Like I don't think I've heard anyone on the team like have to complain about that. And a lot of that does have to do with the community that we're in right now. Like DSU has been really supportive of the program. Then I've heard things have been different in the past, and you know, I'm from California, so I've been to like schools where it's like not appreciated, but DSU in general has been pretty happy with our program. So
Well, what's your favorite aspect of cheering both at DSU but in general itself?
I think stunting's really fun. Like that's my favorite thing to do. I think it's pretty cool.
Is that the one where you do the
That's where you throw
flips?
people. Yeah.
That's what Kiara told us.
Yeah.
To clarify.
Yeah, clarify for me.
Yeah.
And what about cheering at DSU? Why is that so important, and why do you like that?
Well, it's special to me because I thought I was done. So like I made peace with like just coaching,
Yeah.
which is fun. Like I might like coaching a little bit more because I like to see kids do cool stuff. But it's cool because I got a second chance.
Yeah.
And like scholarship is cool too. Help
Yeah.
pay for my school.
That's
Absolutely.
fair. So you're a senior, I'm a senior, Rachel's a senior. You know, we're kind of thinking, we're kind of sentimental in thinking about this. But for you as a senior, what are your plans for after graduation?
Well, I'm gonna go back to California, and I want to be a behavioral therapist. So I think that'd be cool to do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Well, within cheer, I don't know if there's like pre-cheer or pre-game rituals that you do, but is there anything that the team does together or that you do individually just to get kind of in the right mindset?
Some of the girls like to like get ready together and just like mess around and have some like quality time together. And then the tailgate, we do get together before, and like just like the guys get hyped, we get hyped too.
Yeah. Come on.
That's interesting because we just talked to Rachel, and you know she tries to calm herself down before a show, and we talked to you, and you hype yourself up. We talked to football players, and they're like hyping themselves up. So it's interesting how those
Different aspects.
are different.
I like that.
Well, we have one more question for you, and then we have a gift for you, and I won't forget
Don't
about it
forget.
this time. I promise I
I'll
won't.
grab it right now.
Perfect. But for you, from Fresno to North Dakota, now that you're here, part of the cheer team, what does DSU mean to you?
I'd say community, just because you guys are so small and everything's tight knit. I feel like everybody knows each other and everyone's really supportive that's in the area. And then the JC I went to, like I was one in a part of thousands. So like you don't have teachers like tracking you down, like making sure you're doing well in your classes and like passing. And so I think that's really important.
Absolutely. Well said. Well, we have this gift. Well, if I can get it. You've now officially flown on Hawk Talk. If you come on a second time, we'll get you a pin
Or something.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
But yeah, thank you for coming on. We're really thankful that you were able to come on, and we're looking forward to whatever the winter's going to hold. And hopefully, maybe we'll see you guys out at a softball game or a track meet. Who knows?
Never know.
You never know.
Be exciting.
Yeah. But we'll be right back after this with just a quick recap. Well, welcome back to Hawk Talk. Just wanted to do a quick recap. It's been a while since we've been on the show.
It's been a
you
hot
might have
minute.
noticed, but we're getting back into it. This is actually
our
last show.
Show.
Next week we will be the ones being interviewed,
Yeah.
but this is our last show together doing interviews, and so gosh.
It's a good one to go out
It's a good
on.
one to
This
go
is a
out.
fun one.
Yeah, this was really
Yeah,
fun.
I like it. But anyways, we'll do a quick
We'll do the quick
recap.
recap,
You
yeah.
know, this isn't about us.
As we-
Moving
I
on.
like to take over. Anyways, football, we've been off for 2 weeks. So football, we didn't get to report, but they went to
Yep.
Morningside, actually took quite a devastating loss there, but they played so hard, and they actually
Yeah.
played better than the team that Morningside played last weekend. So I don't know if
And it
probably
was
deserved to move a little
a
bit
really
further,
good
but
game to watch.
Yeah, and
You know,
Morningside, #1 team in the nation,
Yep.
probably going to win the national championship. And I mean, the Blue Hawks, they came out with
Yeah.
some energy, and we had talked to a couple of them before, or I guess I had talked to a couple of them before they went down there. And I mean, all they had to do was believe, and I think they believed in themselves,
did.
and that's all they really needed to do. And so we're proud of them.
Yeah.
I'm excited for all that they've done, this past season. Looking forward to some of the awards that they're going to get.
Five-time
and
conference champs.
yeah,
and-
exactly. And then football's going to keep going.
Exactly.
They'll be back in the spring.
It's not done.
to say.
It comes back.
Comes
we
back,
promise.
exactly. Basketball.
Yep.
It's this weekend, correct? We had Dakota on. They're playing Valley City. First conference game at home.
Yep.
3 o'clock and 5 o'clock on Saturday. There is a tailgate at 1 o'clock if you
Saturday in Weinbergen.
I believe, yeah. So if you want to come out a little bit early, there's going to be some food, going to be some games, and then you can support the Hawks at 3 and 5. See us get our first conference win and get a good win at home.
Absolutely. And pack Scott Gym on Saturday.
Rock Scott Jim.
The wrestling team, we haven't talked much about them, but this weekend they are on the road to a wrestling meet, so we look forward to having results from that
Yeah,
on
first
next
one
week's
of
show.
the year. I think it's the only one they have before Christmas, and so
Yeah,
it's
I
kind of
think
a
so.
good opportunity for them. I know Gresh Jones came out the gate #1 in the nation, so we're excited to see what
Kind of showed the
what
work
he's
they've been
gonna do.
putting in and kind of what we can expect from them in their spring season.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Is there anything else going on in the next couple of weeks?
Well, there's lots going on in the next
Yule time.
couple of weeks, Seth. But specifically, DSU Heritage Foundation's Yule Time event is coming up on December 14th.
Yep.
And unfortunately, tickets for that event are sold out. But you can still participate in our online auction
Yep.
by visiting the DSU Heritage Foundation website or Facebook page and finding the link to our Qtego online auction service.
And there's like
And
60 items?
I
or
think we
something
have
like that?
63 items up
Yeah,
right now,
wow.
more items being uploaded almost every single day.
Christmas is around the corner,
It's
so
the
if you need some gifts,
perfect spot
I mean-
to get some gifts.
and you get to
Yeah.
support the Heritage Foundation too.
Exactly. You support student scholarships and you get your Christmas shopping done all from your phone or mobile device. Truly,
Wow. Nothing better. I don't
nothing better.
Nothing better.
Nothing better. So anyways, check out the online auction. Like we said, support student scholarships and the Heritage Foundation and programs like this.
Well,
Anyways.
I believe that's everything.
I think that's all. I wanted to drag this on because it's our last one and it's sad to be done.
Yeah,
But
I don't know what I'm going to do.
but I think
without
this is
Hawk
it.
Talk,
I don't know
but
either.
This is it. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
On the show, but Coulter and Ellie are officially taking over. We're
I
gonna
know. Pass the
hand it off to
torch.
Pass the torch.
Aw.
But
Yeah.
I guess for the last, maybe not the last time. We'll probably do the recap next week. But for the second
Probably.
to last time,
Hawks are up.